Well. You actually took the initiative to watch a movie on your own.
Look, man, I was tricked, all right?
How are you tricked?
That tells you.
How are you tricked?
Man, okay, I'm there, I'm bored, I felt like, hey, I'll see something exciting, something me and Corey talked about. So I'm like, all right, Dragon Wars, that's it. That's the perfect movie. So I download that, and what do I get? Some damn movie called Feel the Pain or Feel the Love.
Feel the noise?
Feel the, yeah, I guess that's what it was called.
You don't even know what you were watching, huh?
I wasn't paying attention. I was like, when are these damn dragons going to show up? And why do I keep getting these rapper kids getting shot at by cops and getting in trouble? What the hell's going on? So, of course.
You watched the whole thing?
I, like a moron, watched it because I couldn't find any decent porn that night.
Because you were waiting on dragons to show up.
Yes, I was waiting on dragons. They never showed up. And I was like, this is the worst movie ever. But anyway.
Well, now that you've seen this movie.
Yeah.
And you watched it all, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what did you think then? Now, be fair.
All right. I'll tell you what I thought. Okay, this movie is basically the same.
What is it
plot.
about?
All right, the plot is this thug kid, right?
Yeah.
He's a thug.
Okay.
He likes to rap. He's trying to be a rapper, like all thugs. And he tries to get into the local talent show, and he doesn't have enough money, so he steals a tire. And he ends up not knowing that he's stealing the tire of a very powerful mafia-connected kid who ends up going to his show and points a gun at him and tries to kill him at his own show, at the talent show.
No wonder he stole that tire. That's a valuable tire.
I guess so. I guess tires are worth a lot to some
tires
people.
worth your life.
Yes.
Apparently.
So not only does he get shot at, but unfortunately the guy's poor mother is in the audience and has the opportunity to watch her little boy almost get killed. So she decides, hey, damn it. All right, you're going out of the country. Apparently that's the only way we can get out of this. So I'm going to ship you out to the other side of the world. And, by the way, you're going to be living with your dad who you thought abandoned you a long time ago.
Man, it's like kind of like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something.
Yes, it is. And, of course, that's where the hijinks begin. And
so what happens now? Where does Feel the Noise go? So he goes overseas, and then what happens?
He goes overseas. He deals with his daddy issues, and he realizes he now has a stepbrother who's into music, just like him, right?
Is this kid black?
No. Well, the kid, the thug kid, of course, he's black. Yes.
Okay, I didn't know he's got a dad overseas. I don't know.
I don't think thugs can be any other.
Oh, where overseas is it?
But,
Africa?
It's not necessarily overseas. It's in Puerto Rico.
Oh, that ain't overseas.
No, it's
what are you talking
about? That's how much I was paying attention. You're right. It's not overseas. It's Puerto Rico.
It was across the border.
It was across the border. That's about as far as overseas as I go. But the river there, I consider that a sea. Anyway, hey, I'm stuck here watching movies. All right, I'm downloading the wrong movies. Give me a break. So anyway, on with this amazing review. So anyway,
so sum it up real quick.
He
goes overseas.
The kid meets his brother. They're both into music, and his stepbrother realizes, hey man, I'm into this new music called reggaeton.
Oh,
right? Reggaeton. And so the kid digs it, and they decide to make music together.
So where does the conflict come in? Now, can you wrap this up for me?
Now, the thing is,
I feel like I'm watching this movie.
There is no conflict. Just like this review that goes nowhere, this story goes nowhere. Because this kid's like, hey, man, let's make music. And then they go, hey, your hip-hop is getting into my reggaeton. Hey, your reggaeton is getting into my hip-hop. So they decide to go outside, think a little, and as they're outside thinking, they hear a little bird go, hey, let me do this right. Wait. I want to do this right.
What was the bird scratching or something? The bird on a turntable?
The bird sings this incredible melody, and they start jamming to it outside, which is the best part of the whole movie. They hear this little bird go, and so they're like, yeah, we can use this. So they make this entire song based off this bird's chirp. And the bird absolutely gets no credit. That's where the story should have been, about the bird not getting any credit for this damn song. So, they meet a girl, and, the rest is paint by numbers. What can I say? It's not that very interesting. The movie doesn't know what it wants to do. Doesn't know if it wants to be a story about his kid and his father who abandoned him. It doesn't know if it wants to be a movie about two brothers that want to make it in the music business.
So you got two conflicting
So
subplots
you
going on.
got two, yeah, and then you throw a girl on top of that, and then you get a whole nother mess of problems.
Okay.
So basically, like this review, this movie has no point. It just goes all over the place.
Was the music entertaining at least?
You know, that's the thing. Every time they hint at the music, you just get a snippet of that music. And I was under the assumption like maybe this is a dance music. This is like a dance music. I mean, yeah. And the whole time I'm also wondering, well, hey, maybe this is a dance movie.
Yeah.
You know? Like Lambada or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not even that. Because right when people start dancing, the camera decides to go somewhere else. And I'm like, okay, well, what are we doing now? Anyway.
So, okay.
There's not a lot going on in this movie. I don't know what else there is.
Anything positive at all?
Anything positive? The acting's decent. And, you know, J-Lo and Mike Anthony. Oh, did I tell you
That's what I was going to ask you if J-Lo was in this.
J-Lo produced this, right?
Yeah.
Which she should know better and produce something like, you know, maybe get herself in a porn and, do
Stop it with
something
the porn,
that
man.
I'll watch. But anyway,
I mean, she does.
She makes a little cameo. Her and Mike Anthony are in the.
Is it Mike Anthony or Mark Anthony?
Mark Anthony, whatever. Yeah,
you all
Mark
mixed
Anthony.
up, man.
Okay, so they're hanging out. Her and Mark Anthony are in this parade, and they're like a blur. I've never seen a cameo where it's not necessarily a cameo. It should be called a blur because that's all you see is like, oh, there they are. Where'd they go? And that's it. And the movie, and then the movie ends.
They made it sound like Jennifer Lopez is gonna come out and introduce the movie or something.
No, you know what? The funny thing is, you hear a guy go, "Hey, now out there in the crowd, we got Jennifer Lopez and her boyfriend," and then you get they build it up kind of, and then when you see him, it's like just a blur. You just see them for a second, bloop, and
damn,
I got cheated out of seeing some J-Lo ass. I'm sorry, but anyway, I said,
I like how you couldn't remember Mark Anthony's name.
Well, hey,
Mark Anthony, why he's overseas.
I'm shocked that you know his name. So hey,
Mark Anthony, why he's overseas in Puerto Rico.
He's overseas in Puerto Rico. That's right.
Okay. So what would you give this movie?
I'd give this movie I'll be nice. I'll give it a what are the ratings? What do you guys give ratings?
Where have you been these past years, man?
I'm busy. I'm busy.
Okay, I'm gonna go through this with you. We have full price,
right?
Matinee,
right?
Rental,
right.
And then we have some old bullshit. And so, you know how that goes. What order that goes?
All right. Screw it. I'll give this some bullshit because I wouldn't want you to pay for this because the story goes nowhere.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
How about a rental?
Nah. Because you know what? You're still paying money, right? Now, if this were on TV, I'd say, waste your time on it because there's a hot chick. But the only thing is, it's just going to be disappointing because the whole time you just want to see this girl take off her clothes. And when she does, she's in her bra and panties, and who cares about that? So
come on now. You're not going to be fair.
Look, man, this is some bullshit. I'm sorry. Hey, some good acting, but good acting doesn't make a good movie. I'm judging this by the movie.
Okay.
So, some bullshit. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time, please. All right? If you're going to put something on the internet for download, if I see Dragon Wars, I want to see Dragon Wars. Don't be posting up links.
Well, you're not supposed to be downloading stuff anyway.
Well, who says?
You taking money away from the directors and the producers.
Screw them.
It's illegal.
They take money away from me every time I pay for a crappy movie. On iTunes.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we don't advocate this, people.
But I don't care what you people do. I just that's what I do. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I do. All right. I'll worry about that when the cops come knocking on the door. All right. With the FBI or whoever's enforcing these crazy laws. Anyway, like I said, man, you know what, Corey? You know what really gets me upset, though?
Man? Everything.
I tell you what, man, this reggaeton and these kids dancing. It's like, what happened to good music? What happened to back in the days when people were really dancing, like breakdancing? Whatever happened to that? How come nobody's bringing that back? I remember back when I used to breakdance, I used to jam out to Planet Rock, and I used to get my robot on. You remember that dance move?
Can I ask you something?
Ask me, Corey.
How did you do this with no legs?
Look, man, I used to do the robot like nobody's business. Now watch. Yeah, you see that?
That's awesome, man. That's great.
Right. That's me doing that.
That's
awesome.
Awesome.
Are you looking? Are you paying attention? Look. Planet Rock.